Have you ever felt, just for a moment, like your own body is becoming a prison? That getting out of a comfortable chair feels just a little bit harder than it did last year? That the simple act of bending down to tie your shoes feels like a chore? Or perhaps you've caught yourself walking a little more carefully, a little more slowly, not because of pain, but because of a small, nagging fear, the fear of a fall. If any of this sounds familiar, you are not alone. For so many of us, navigating life after 60, 70, or even 80 comes with this quiet, creeping assumption that stiffness, low energy, and a loss of strength are just a non-negotiable part of aging. We start to believe that our best, most active years are behind us. We start to accept limitations. We tell ourselves, it's just part of getting older, or it's too late to change things now. But what if I told you that belief is a lie? What if the secret to reclaiming your strength, your balance, and your vitality isn't a grueling 2-hour gym session or a complicated, expensive program? What if the secret to changing your life is just 10 minutes? Hello, and welcome. In today's video, we are going to walk you through 5 simple, gentle, yet profoundly life-changing daily exercises specifically designed for your body right now. These aren't about becoming a bodybuilder. This is about practical, real-world strength. This is about maintaining your independence. This is about having the power and confidence to play with your grandchildren, to travel, to walk through the grocery store without fear, and to live fully in your own home for as long as possible. We won't just show you how to do them. We will explain why each one is so critical. And we'll share stories of real people, just like you, who started with these exact 10 minutes and completely turned their health around. This might be the most important 10 minutes you ever give yourself. Let's begin.
Our first exercise is, without question, the single most important movement for senior independence. It's called the chair squat. Why is it life-changing? Because this one move is the foundation of almost everything you do. You use this motion to stand up from the dining table, to get out of a car, to get up from the toilet. When we lose strength in our legs and glutes, we lose our independence. It's that simple. We start to dread low sofas. We hesitate to visit friends if we know their chairs are soft. We start using our arms to push ourselves up, straining our shoulders and wrists. I want you to think about Margaret. Margaret is 72, and for years her favorite thing in the world was her garden. But after a knee replacement, she found herself avoiding it. Her beautiful, low gardening stool felt like a trap. She was afraid if she sat on it, she wouldn't be able to get back up without help. It broke her heart. Her physical therapist gave her one primary exercise: chair squats. She started with a sturdy kitchen chair. At first, she could only do 3, and they were shaky. But she did them every single day. 3 reps became 5. 5 became 10. 3 months later, Margaret sent her therapist a photo. She was kneeling in her garden, smiling, holding a basket of fresh tomatoes. She wrote, "I got my garden back." But really, I got myself back. That is the power of this exercise. So let's learn how to do it safely. First, find a solid, sturdy chair. A dining chair without wheels is perfect. Stand in front of it with your feet about shoulder width apart, toes pointing forward. You can hold your arms out in front of you for balance or cross them over your chest. Now, as if you are about to sit down, slowly push your hips back first. Bend at the knees and lower yourself down under control. Don't just plop down. Let your hips gently touch the chair. The moment you touch, I want you to pause. Then, drive your weight through your heels, not your toes, but your heels, and push yourself back up to a standing position. Squeeze your glutes, your buttock muscles, at the top. That is 1 rep. Inhale as you go down. Exhale as you push up. Keep your chest up and your back straight the entire time. A common mistake is to lean too far forward, but I want you to imagine your chest is staying proud. And critically, never let your knees travel forward past your toes. The work should be in your hips and thighs. Start with 5 slow, controlled reps. If you can do more, aim for 10. This 2-minute exercise builds the foundation for your freedom.
Exercise 2, the single leg stand. Our second exercise targets the #1 risk for seniors, falls. Every year, millions of adults over 65 fall. A fall can be a life-altering event, often leading to a broken hip, a loss of confidence, and a rapid decline in health. The single leg stand is your secret weapon against this. Why is it life-changing? Because it directly trains your body's stabilization system. It strengthens the tiny, fast-twitch muscles in your ankles, your shins, and your hips that are responsible for catching you when you stumble. It also sharpens the connection between your inner ear, your eyes, and your muscles, your body's balance center. In fact, scientific studies have drawn a direct line between the ability to stand on one leg and overall health and longevity. It's a powerful indicator of your biological age. Let's learn how to do this. Safety is paramount here. I want you to stand next to something solid, a kitchen counter, the back of a sturdy chair, or even a wall. Stand tall. Pull your shoulders back and engage your core. Just gently tighten your stomach muscles. Place one hand lightly on the counter for support. Now shift your weight onto your right leg. Slowly lift your left foot just an inch or 2 off the ground. That's it. Your goal is to hold this position for 10 seconds. You will feel your ankle wobbling. This is normal. This is good. It means those little muscles are working. They are learning. They are getting stronger. Focus your eyes on a single, unmoving spot on the wall in front of you. This will help you balance. After 10 seconds, slowly lower your foot. Shake it out. Now repeat on the other side. Shift your weight to your left leg, lift your right foot, and hold for 10 seconds. As you get better, you can challenge yourself. Try to just use one finger on the counter for support. Then try hovering your hand just above the counter, using it only if you feel unsteady. The ultimate goal is to do this for 30 seconds on each leg, hands free. But start where you are. Even 5 seconds with support is a victory. This simple stand, practiced daily, is like a vaccination against falling.
Exercise 3, the wall push-up. When we think of exercise, we often focus on our legs, but upper body strength is just as vital. Why? Because you use it every single day, pushing a heavy shopping cart, lifting a grandchild, carrying your groceries from the car to the kitchen, and most critically, if you do fall, you need the strength in your arms, chest, and shoulders to push yourself back up. The wall push-up is the life-changing solution because it builds this essential strength without putting any stress on your shoulder or wrist joints, which can be a problem with traditional floor push-ups. Let me tell you about Arthur. Arthur is 75, a proud man who lived alone. His daughter was worried because he'd had a few close calls with heavy items. He'd dropped a case of water, and he'd struggled to lift his own suitcase. Arthur felt his strength just leaking away, as he put it. He started doing wall push-ups, just 10 every morning while his coffee was brewing. It was simple, it was easy. He almost didn't believe it was working. 6 weeks later,
his daughter came to visit. He met her at the door, took her heavy suitcase from her hand, and carried it upstairs to the guest room without a second thought. She was stunned. He just smiled and said, "Still got it." That feeling, that quiet confidence in your own capability is what this exercise gives you. Here is how you do it. Stand facing a clear, solid wall. Place your palms flat on the wall, about shoulder-width apart and at chest height. Your fingers should be pointing up. Step your feet back about 2 feet, so your body is at a slight, comfortable angle. The further back you step, the harder the exercise will be, so start close. Your body should be in a perfectly straight line from your head to your heels. No sagging hips and no hiking your bottom up. Now, keeping your body rigid like a plank, inhale and slowly bend your elbows, lowering your chest toward the wall. Go as far as you comfortably can. Pause for a moment, then exhale and powerfully push back to the starting position, straightening your arms. That's 1 rep. Focus on squeezing your chest muscles as you push away. Aim for 2 sets of 10 reps. This is a safe, powerful way to maintain the strength you need for daily life.
They say you are only as young as your spine is flexible. As we age, our spine can become stiff, leading to that hunched posture, chronic backaches, and a feeling of being locked up. Our 4th life-changing exercise, the seated core twist, is the antidote. Why is it so powerful? This gentle twist does 2 things at once. First, it promotes mobility in your thoracic spine, your mid and upper back. This immediately helps to alleviate back pain, improve your posture, and simply makes moving feel better. Second, and this is a surprise to many, this twisting motion acts as a gentle massage for your internal organs. It aids in digestion and can help relieve issues like constipation and bloating, which are common complaints. A flexible spine is a youthful spine. When you can move freely, you look, feel, and project an energy of vitality. Here's how to do it safely. Sit on your sturdy chair, the same one from the chair squats, but this time sit tall, near the front edge. Don't lean against the backrest. Plant both feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Place your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Place your right hand on the side of the chair or on the seat behind you for support. First, take a deep breath in and sit up as tall as you possibly can. Imagine a string pulling the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Now, as you exhale, gently use your left hand to pull and your right hand to push, rotating your torso to the right. Turn your shoulders, your ribs, and your head. Look over your right shoulder, but only as far as is comfortable. This should be a gentle stretch, not a forceful strain. Hold this position for 15 to 30 seconds, breathing deeply and evenly. With each exhale, you might find you can twist just a tiny fraction more. Slowly unwind and come back to the center. Pause for a breath. Now repeat on the other side. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. Left hand behind you. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. This single movement is like wringing out a wet towel. You are wringing out the stiffness and tension from your spine. Do it every morning, and you will feel more open and limber all day long.
Our final, life-changing habit focuses on a part of the body we almost always forget, our lower legs and feet. Have you heard your calf muscles called the second heart? There's a very good reason for that. Your heart pumps blood out to your extremities, but it relies on muscle contractions in your legs to pump that blood back up against gravity. When we sit for long periods or become inactive, this system gets sluggish. This is why this exercise is life-changing. It directly combats poor circulation. If you suffer from swollen ankles, cold feet, leg cramps at night, or that heavy, achy feeling in your legs, this exercise is for B. It is critical for preventing dangerous blood clots, DVT, especially if you travel or sit for long periods. Let's talk about David. David is 68 and loves to visit his children, but he dreaded the 4-hour flight. His ankles would swell up like balloons, and his legs would ache for a day after. His doctor suggested 2 simple things. First, while sitting on the plane, he was to do ankle rotations. Second, every morning he was to do calf raises. He did them. On his next flight, he did his ankle rotations every 30 minutes. The result? Almost no swelling. And by doing his calf raises daily, he found his nightly leg cramps, which he thought he just had to live with, disappeared entirely. Let's learn these 2 simple moves. Part 1. The ankle rotation. You can do this right now sitting in your chair. Lift your right foot slightly off the floor. Now slowly trace a large circle with your big toe. Go 10 times in a clockwise direction, nice and slow. Then reverse it, 10 times in a counterclockwise direction. You'll hear some snaps and crackles. That's perfectly fine. You are lubricating the joint. Now switch feet. Lift your left foot and do 10 rotations clockwise and 10 counterclockwise. You can do this anytime you're sitting, watching TV, reading a book, or on a long car ride. Part 2. The calf raise. This is the pumping action. Stand behind your sturdy chair or at your kitchen counter, holding on for balance. Stand with your feet hip-width apart. Slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as you can. Hold for a count of 2. Feel that contraction in your calf muscles? That's your second heart at work. Now, slowly lower your heels back to the floor. That's 1 rep. Aim for 15 to 20 reps. You will feel a gentle burn, and that is the feeling of improved circulation.
And there you have it, 5 exercises. The chair squat for your independence, the single leg stand for your safety, the wall push-up for your capability, the seated twist for your mobility, and the calf raises for your circulation. Each of these movements targets a specific, critical need for aging well. And the total time? Less than 10 minutes. This isn't about a massive, life-altering overhaul. This is about a small, consistent, 10-minute promise you make to yourself. The Margaret in you who wants to get back to the garden, the Arthur who wants to feel capable, the David who wants to travel without pain, they are all still there. And this 10-minute routine is the key to letting them thrive. This is not just exercise. This is your ticket to playing with your grandchildren on the floor and knowing you can get back up. This is your ticket to walking through a new city on vacation with energy. This is your ticket to living independently, confidently, and powerfully in the years to come. So here's my challenge to you. Don't just like this video. Do it. Commit to this 10-minute routine for just 7 days. That's it. 1 week. See how you feel. Notice the small changes. A little less stiffness in the morning. A little more confidence on the stairs. A little more pep in your step. The power to change your life is not in some far-off, complicated solution. It's right here. It's in you. And it only takes 10 minutes. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you found value in this guide, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell. We are dedicated to helping you live your strongest, healthiest, and most vibrant life. And we want to hear from you. Which of these 5 exercises are you going to start tomorrow? Let us know in the comments below. Your journey can inspire someone else to start theirs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.